everyone. Hope you're doing amazing today. We're doing really well, thank you. My name is Carolina Fonseca Jimenez. I focus on doing children's books that promote love, unity, and peace. And as you know, we also interpret dreams. The reason that we do that is because when we interpret our dreams, we connect with our subconscious, and when we share them, we connect with one another on a more profound level. Guys, in this video, I'm going to interpret 2 dreams for you all. And then after that, I want to tell you about a really amazing experience that I had last week that truly helped me, okay? I'm sure it'll help all of you too. So before I do that though, I just want to let you know that, if you send me your dream, I'm going to do my best to interpret it. I like to do them all via video, but that would take a really long time. So I respond to them via messenger. Just remember though that if I'm not able to share yours during a video, it doesn't mean that it isn't important. It doesn't mean that it isn't a wonderful dream. It's just that I didn't get to it in time. Okay, but remember, we can always learn from other people's experiences. So just be sure to listen to this video. There's always a message for you because you're always at the right place at the right time. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with our dreams. The first dreamer says that she's having a dream that, oh, I hear a bee. It's okay, we're gonna stay chill. We're gonna stay totally chill. Okay, we're chill. I'm trying to do better about just like, being outside and not being afraid of the bees. So we're just gonna work through that through the video, okay? Anyways, in this particular dream, she's saying that she sees this man with like just white pants, and she remembers his white shoes, and then she remembers this like chocolate bar that's melting. Okay, guys, remember, I am never going to share the dreamer's name to protect their identity. Just remember that this dreamer has sent dreams to us before, and she is always having a reoccurring symbol, and it's like the melting chocolate bar, and it's also this man. Okay, she can never seem to reach the man. She's always like wanting the man, desiring the man, but she never gets the man, okay, in her dream world. Now, she is saying that she's not really fully interested in the dream interpretation, but she's really concerned because she went to go get like her tarot card reading or something, and during the tarot card reading they told her that somebody is doing some kind of work on her, somebody is doing some kind of witchcraft on her, something like that. Okay, so before I even get into the dream, I just want to remind you all about this, that if you decide to go get your tarot cards read or whatever, that's fine. You go ahead and do whatever you'd like to do. But I do want to remind you that no one can do anything to you. Okay, this whole witchcraft thing, nobody can harm you unless you give them the right to harm you. Remember, guys, your mind is so powerful. You are just such a powerful being. So for example, if I go somewhere and if I'm already feeling insecure, uncertain, and operating out of fearful energy, and I go to get my cards read and they tell me something that really kind of adds to the fear that I have, then all that's happening is that I'm just in a really kind of vulnerable state, right? So sometimes I take in what they say as law, and I'm like, okay, whatever they're saying must be true, right? I'm out of a fearful state. I'll just accept it because that's all that I can do right now, because I'm operating out of fearful energy anyways, right? So that doesn't help anyone. Okay, remember that you're the only one that can allow someone to harm you. So for example, if you go in there with that kind of energy, it's not that what they're saying to you is true and is going to happen. It's that if you accept it as your reality, you're literally giving energy to that thing you don't want. Out of this fearful energy, you're saying, oh, I really don't want that, and you're fearing it, and you're giving it energy, you're feeding it, and guess what? You're actually creating that for yourself. So it's not that they're telling you your future or anything like that. It's whether you decide to accept it or not. That's why I always tell you, just be very careful whenever you're going to do these kinds of things, because if you're operating out of loving energy, and if you're just confident with what you're getting, with the information that you're getting in your dream state, then you don't need to do all those extra things, right? You don't need to go and do all that, but it's just that you need to work on being more loving and accepting of yourself and of your feelings, okay? There's no need for you to be afraid. No one is going to do any of these things to you, all right? So let's talk a little bit about your dream though, because you're saying that you're seeing this chocolate that's melting, and you're seeing this, these white pants, these white shoes, and this like image of a man, okay? And many of your dreams are like that, okay? Remember, many of your dreams, you're having dreams of this man that you can't reach, that you can't get to, and then you see this melting chocolate bar, okay? The melting chocolate bar for you, when we talked about it, and because of the feelings you're feeling through it, it's letting us know that it's a lot of your desires, okay? A lot of that unfulfilled energy. Right now, you've got a lot of pent-up energy just kind of, holding there. It's like you've got all of this energy, this passion that you want to share with someone, but you don't have anyone to share it with at this time. No one that meets your criteria of what you want in a man, okay? That's the thing. So your dream is just singing the same song. It's letting you know, at your subconscious, you're still desiring that connection with this man. You're still desiring this connection with this really passionate individual. You're still saying, I can't have him. The chocolate is melting. I can't eat the chocolate. In your last dream, you had that melting chocolate there. And if you recall, somebody took that chocolate from you. You didn't even get to eat it. You didn't get to taste it, nothing, okay? So your dream is telling you the same thing over and over again, because that is what your subconscious is saying. Your subconscious is saying, I'm not reaching that man. I don't have the right man in my life. Okay, but like, let's read that further, even further. Okay, the fact that we're focusing so much on this image of this man and this kind of external thing to fulfill us, the fact that we're focusing so much of our energy on that begs the bigger question, and that is, am I loving myself enough? Am I giving myself enough attention? Am I fulfilling my own personal needs first? Because remember, guys, if we want to find love, if we want to find that kind of transparent, true loving energy from someone, we first have to have it in here. Okay, we first have to truly love ourselves, truly accept ourselves, because then we exude that energy, and that's what we're going to attract. We're going to attract a similar partner that is operating out of that wonderful, loving, and transparent energy. Okay, but if instead I'm operating out of the energy of, I don't have this, I never got that, people always take what I want, blah blah blah, I'm just repeating the same thing over and over again. I'm singing the same song, and guess what? I'm going to get the same thing. And then I'm going to get my cards read out of fearful energy. I'm accepting what they say, and now I'm really confused. Okay, so just take a step back. Take a step back. Remember, your dreams are always going to show you what's going on at your subconscious state. Okay, they're always going to show you what's going on in that level. So if you can simply just accept your dreams and say, you know what, I am having a lot of these dreams a lot. These symbols are repeating themselves. What does this mean for me? Okay, this is where the power comes in. Once you start seeing these images that start repeating in your dream state, once you start seeing these feelings that keep repeating in the dream state, for this person, it's that melted chocolate bar, that desire that's never quite fulfilled, keeps repeating itself, keeps repeating itself. This image of a man that I'm giving so much energy to that I never have, I never get the man, I never get the one that I want. That's what I'm operating out of all of the time. Your dream is simply letting you know this is the kind of thing you're always doing. Okay, so if instead of going and looking for the answers externally, start looking inward, right? Start looking inward and start really paying attention to your dream symbols, because they are repeating for a reason. Remember, guys, I'm always here to guide you through your dream interpretation, but only you know your particular dream language. And in order to learn it, you have to remember those symbols that keep coming, okay, that keep coming time and time again. Okay, so write down your symbol. This symbol keeps appearing for me. And then what's the feeling underneath that symbol? That keeps repeating for me, okay? It's time to work on those things. So don't worry. Remember, no one can harm you. No one can harm you unless you give them the right to, unless you mentally, emotionally, all of that, and unless you give them the power. Remember, you have the power to feel whatever it is you want to feel. The external world is always going to tell you something. It's always going to tell you some random thing. It's your choice whether you accept it or not, okay? So we can chat more offline. We've had a couple of talks before, and just know that if you're in line and if you're feeling loving energy, at times we can get booted out of it, right? But it's just all about getting back to center. It's all about getting back to our oneness, right? So don't worry, let's connect and let's chat about it again, okay? I send you a big hug. Thank you for sending your dream in. Now, let's move on to the second dream. In the second dream, the dreamer says that she's like on this submarine, but it's also / rocket ship, okay? And it's going over the ocean. And she says that the ocean is pretty calm, but she's going over it like really, really fast. And she's got someone with her. She thinks it's her sister, but she's not really sure who it is, okay? Now, this dreamer, love this, okay? This dreamer has dreams often, okay? Often of the ocean, okay? She often has dreams of the ocean. And to her, the ocean is more symbolic of, like many of us, right? The emotions, the emotional state that we're in. In this state, we see that she's calm, okay? The emotions are calm, but she's like whizzing past them and she's like going for it. And she's just like on that submarine / rocket ship with this loving energy of sister, okay? So this particular dream is letting us know that right now you're not in a state where you're like totally submerged in your feelings. You know, you're in this like submarine / rocket ship, but you're not going underneath, okay? You're going all like on top of it. So at this time, it's letting us know we're not connecting with those really subconscious feelings right now, and we're not really caring to right now, because you're saying that you're enjoying being on this like rocket thing, okay? So the fact that you're enjoying being on this rocket thing is just letting us know that you're still acknowledging your feelings, you're still seeing them, right? But you're deciding to just kind of go past them. You're deciding to just kind of see where this ride is going to take you, because in your dream you say that you don't know where you're going, but you're going like full speed. You're like, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm enjoying this. I'm going full speed ahead. And that is wonderful. That is like a beautiful message, because it's letting us know just that, right? It's letting us know, you know what, I may not know where I'm going, but I'm going to give this all my energy and I'm just going to go for it. And guess what? On the way, you've got a really loving energy next to you. And that's really symbolic for you, because you're always with someone. There's always like a pair. If you notice, a lot of the dreams that you've sent in, you're always with another person, okay, every single time. And when you see someone, they're usually not by themselves either. It's always like couples, okay? You always see people in pairs, right? So that's kind of like the beauty of it for you, okay? You're always seeing people in pairs. You're always with someone. You always have that loving energy with you. You always have a really nice support system with you, Okay, that's amazing. So this may or may not be your sister, but in this scenario, you do see it as your sister. So I would ask you, how are you and your sister doing right now? Have you reached out to her lately? How has that been going? Because obviously there's something there that we can explore even further. Okay, you and your sister are going to go through something together where you're both going to be helping each other. Okay, and you're going to go through it and you're going to enjoy the process, right? You're going to enjoy the process because in the dream you're saying, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going full speed ahead. So congratulations to you, because you're doing the right thing. You're connecting with yourself. You're looking at your emotions and you know what they are, but you're also making that choice to, you know what, I'm just going to enjoy the ride. I am just going to enjoy the ride and see where it takes me. And guys, that's a lot of the time what we do whenever we're trying to be more conscious people, when we're trying to learn more about ourselves. We kind of go within and we don't know what we're going to find. We don't know what about us we're going to find that's new, but we're literally just in it to enjoy the ride, and we're in it moment by moment by moment. So it's a beautiful dream. Thank you for sharing it with us today. And guys, this takes me to the last part, which is my experience that I had last week. Okay, so last week, guys, I had a moment, like I had a day where I was really sad. Okay, I had a very sad day, and I want to tell you about it because I just think it'll help. I think it'll help other people. It certainly helped me. So I was having a really sad day because, I wasn't going to see family. I was kind of stuck at home, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to stay home and I'm going to be extra careful, and I'm not going to see anybody and all of that stuff. So I did. But then I went to the store, and like I saw people's faces while I was at the store, and some people looked so sad and just like insecure. There was like a lot of uncertainty, and I felt it too. And like just their faces made me really sad because we're all going through this together. But it was just like a moment where I just I think, if I'm being 100% honest, I think I was operating more out of fearful energy. Because remember, I always talk about staying in loving energy, but look, we can always get a little booted out, right? But we have to get back in line with it. So in this moment, I was a little bit out of it, and a lot of sadness just kind of came over me. And I was just sad that I couldn't connect with people the same way, that I couldn't hug people, that I couldn't, just be more like I am, and I knew that it was because we were trying to keep each other safe and all, but I missed it. I missed just the human contact like that. So anyway, I had that sad moment, and then I cried in the store, which was a little bit embarrassing. I didn't make a scene, but I did cry, and when I cry, you can really kind of see it on my face. So anyways, then I went to another store. I had to get a few more items, and then when I went to this other store, I ran into this gentleman, and he was just fascinating. He was really talkative, much like I am, and he said something that like really, really got to me. He was saying how on the news a lot of the time, we just hear about the deaths, all the people that are dying. We hear it daily. These many people died, this many people died, this many people died. And he's like, why can't we start talking about how many people are surviving? This many people survived the corona. These people are healing this. And he said, we need to hear more of that. And then he also said this. He said that that he has made a decision that he's not going to live in fear, because he said that, nobody can kill him. He said, nobody can kill me. He's like, no one can kill me unless God and the universe allow it to happen. He's like, that is the only way someone can kill me, is if God and if the universe allow this to happen. If they say it's time to go, he's like, then it's time to go. He's like, but I choose to go with happiness and with loving energy. He's like, I refuse to go hiding in my house and being fearful of the world. And that to me like really touched me. It really touched me because I was going through a state of mind where I was starting to get really fearful. I was starting to just look at the news constantly and see all of these things that were going on, and it really just made me sad, like on a really profound level. But then when he said that, it really was like a shock to my body, and it just like, boom, it just like woke me up, and I'm like, you're right. I'm like, every single day is such a treasure. It's such a treasure that I'm here. I'm like, everything is so amazing. I'm like, why am I going to be at home being fearful? And God forbid, if I meant to go, like if I meant to just go today, like I want to go knowing that I have been operating out of loving energy, and that I am a happy individual, and that I've been able to spread this happiness to other people, right? I'm like, that's what I want to do. So if I meant to go, that is how I want to go, so it kind of changed my perspective. And now I'm still being safe, right? I'm still being safe, and I'm protecting myself and protecting others, but I'm operating out of even just more love and just like more acceptance. I think it's that. I think it's acceptance. Just accepting the fact that if this happens to me, like just know that if it's my time to go, whenever that may be, just know that I am going to pass away a loving person and a happy person, and that is what I want to continue to share until like the very last day that I'm here on this earth. So Anyway, so that's why I'm outside today too, because I just think it's so beautiful out here, and I'm trying to appreciate every single day. Every single day really is such a gift, and it's such a treasure. And I'm also sharing this because, you know, if you get a feeling to share something, to say something to someone or to a group of people, just say it. Just say it, because you know what? You may not realize how much that message can help people. I don't think that the gentleman that told me what he told me realized how much his words meant to me, and how much I treasure his words, and how much they've helped me every single day since then. But they really have. So I want to thank him, and I just want to encourage you that if you feel the need to share loving energy, to share a message, please do it. You know, please do it, because you don't know how many people that may help. So guys, I send you a huge hug. I send you love, unity, and peace, and just know that we will be in contact, and that I will be working every single day to continue to stay in loving energy, and to continue to share happiness wherever it is that I go. Okay, I love you all. See you later. Bye.